Hello everybody and welcome to Let's Try. My name is Retromation. This is Acolyte of the Altar, a Shadow of the Colossus inspired roguelike deck builder that I'm very excited to be checking out the demo for here today as part of the Steam Next Fest. I love both those things. Shadow of the Colossus, one of my favorite games, and I adore the roguelike deck builder genre, so hey, this seems like a slam dunk, but let's pop on in and see what the game is all about. We shall see. Here we go. Hey, over there. You're an acolyte, right? I'm a beast. That means we fight. Wonder why. Ah, you look positively flimsy. Let me give you some tips so you don't embarrass yourself. Whew. Look at that. You brought a cute little guy with you. Why don't you right-click him to check him out? Looks like he's a creature. See here how he has a yellow attack gem? That's how much damage he does when he attacks. Creatures also have health. This red health gem is how much damage this creature can take before he snuffs it. And the blue gem up here is the mana cost. All cards cost mana to play. You can see your mana pool here. It holds your delicious mana. And here, have some extra mana I stole from the last Acolyte. Use it to play your mana pool koi next. Spend all remaining mana to get +1/+1 for each mana spent. Ah, shoot. He ate all your mana. Most cards have special effects, so be sure to read them before playing them out. Phew. Notice creatures are summoned from or closest to your face? Well, you're out of mana, so let's see what you got. Smack me hard. Creatures can't attack the turn they're summoned. Ah, your creatures are sick with the summoned sickness and can't attack. That means you'll have to end your turn and let me go next. I will say, you would think that, like, this is looking more like a card battler in, like, kind of a UI and format and stuff. You would think that a roguelike deck builder genre would have tons of games more inspired by, like, CCGs and stuff like that. It's weirdly uncommon, so I'm excited to give it a go. I feel like it's an area that you would have thought would be explored a lot more, but it's mostly relegated to roguelike modes in pre-existing CCG games. So it's interesting. All right, here we go. Piercing Gaze, deal a direct damage. My Piercing Gaze messed you up good. See your life plummet from my special ability? It sure plummeted by 1. Okay, for real this time. Pick up your creatures and by dragging them. Your mouse can carry multiple creatures at once. Now click the big button to attack. Ow! As turn goes by, a beast's rage grows. This unlocks our latent power via new abilities. Interesting. Deal 3. And your turn again, so I can show you my real power. So you do 1 direct damage straight to me, and then you do 3 damage. Ah, okay, so the 3 damage was at my creature. Do you get a pick or what? We'll see. Powerful slash, destroy your creature. Take that, Acolyte. Most abilities strike from left to right, like reading a book, okay? Well, that's all the advice I have. We can stop fighting now. Right? I mean, hey. Sorry, man. Have you played Shadow of the Colossus? Hey, woo, woo. So yeah, the Shadow of the Colossus seems like kind of the theming in the world, and we're roaming, fighting large creatures. I don't know if it's going to be... I think it mentioned it was sort of a boss rush style game, which is neat for the genre. Choose a greater patron and a lesser patron. But the text on this one is... Oh, there we go. Stall for time until they can summon these beings to annihilate their foes. And then... Armies of imps captained by mountainous champions. Take down beasts before they can react. Oh, you can go for greater and lesser of the same kind. It's kind of fun. To the Marrow Wastes we go. Okay. Mother of Kid. Bite, ram, bite. So we don't get to know what they do yet. So the mana pool koi, I would imagine that like playing it a little bit later kind of just makes more sense. Summon, gain 2 borrowed life. Well, you have borrowed life. Damage done to you is instead absorbed by your borrowed life. Okay, so borrowed life is armor. It's a flavorful way of saying armor. Bite. Deal 2 damage. So you're going to be taking 2. End of turn, I lose an attack. When you loot a new card, a tiny disciple is sadly replaced from your deck. Okay. I mean, I guess we'll go for this. It does 5 damage, and at the end of turn, I lose an attack. Is it better to wait then? We know we're taking 2 damage every turn, I guess. So is it good? Forbidden cards cost 1 extra mana. Your primary patron gives you 1 each combat start. Huh. So it gives me this card for free at the beginning, but it costs more. That's because of my patron that I picked. As good as this is, I guess, yeah, fine. I'll put down the gargoyle. We'll get the 1 damage, hip hip hooray. And then Ram is going to show up. All right, yeah, we're taking 2 there. We still don't know Ram. I'll play the Koi, because him having 3 is really useful. It means that we don't, he doesn't die to bite, but he might die to Ram. Rams the leftmost creature into its neighbor, damaging each by the other's attack. So, don't play anything? For this turn, don't play anything? The argument would be playing another... Actually, yeah. I think we played 2 Tiny Disciples instead. So, like, these are both going to die, but we at least have something next turn. It actually... No, it's weird. It's weird. Because that's not every turn, it looks like. Next turn, you get Bite. Front line. Go to the leftmost position on the board after they're summoned. And restore health. Wait. Restore 1 health at the start of every turn. That seems good. So it feels like if we play this, you'll take a smacking for me. And then next turn, if you heal, Bite will do 2. You're going to be at 3. Okay, the lamb will die next turn. Unless I draw another one, I could... God, you get 2 bites now? Son of a gun, your mom lets you have 2 bites? Play the Koi. That gives you... You'd be doing 7. We could maybe rock you solo then. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We might be able to rock you solo. Or, oops, 6. I thought we had 6 mana. Oh, all your extra mana, because it does it still costs 1 to play. Alright. We'll see what we can draw. But Ram next turn is can be a little bit... Actually, we're fine. No, we're good, we're good. What's this? I hop on target creature, raising my stats by theirs. Death, resummon my mounts. What? Okay, so are you ramming? No, you're just doing 2 bites. So this is dying, which means next turn ram is potentially happening. So we attack with both. And then we play this, eating that. This is a freaking 11. Do we bother with another disciple? Yeah, we get 2 more damage. Just in case I miscalculated something. Oh! Oh, my bad. One sec. Oops. Okay. Yeah, you're taking a colossal amount of damage there, but if I play this, whoop, we have an 8. It doesn't matter. We do kill here. This is a really neat format. It's genuinely doing something different with the roguelike deck builder formula. What do we got? A legendary? Builder. It's French. Deal 2 damage to all allied creatures. Any that would die this way are instead restored to full health and granted +2 attack. I mean, that seems great. It's like a spell. Okay, so these must be placeholders. These are placeholder card art. It's a demo, so I choose the legendary one. Sue me. Castmaster. Deal 3 damage to a random creature whenever you cast a spell. Well, hey, fine, cool. Good for you, good for you. So I'm going to put down that guy. He's all I can afford turn 1. I mean, technically I can play the koi. Neighboring creatures have 1 less attack. On death, deal 2 direct damage to you. What? Prod, deal a damage. Okay. Deal 8 damage. So we actually need whoever's in the next slot to have at least 2 health. And then there's also swipe. I'm kidding. Summons it up. Oh, he gives it to me. Gotcha. And then he tries to prod it to kill it. What's swipe? Deal 1 to all creatures. Great. Wait, so you're dealing 1 to all creatures and then also 1 to the front. So this dies no matter what. There's nothing I can actually do about that. Put down the lamp. That saves my creatures. So that helps. We have the hop man. Hop on creature, raising my stats by theirs. End of turn, I lose an attack. This we can make into. The question is basically, do I put down the crumbling gargoyle because I can play that? I think I do that so that I can play that and the disciple. I think that's the logical play. And then next turn we eat this with the mastodon. Are you summoning another lantern for me? So do you summon me a lantern every turn? So there's no swipe. I can theoretically summon this mastodon next turn. Okay, this card seems incredible for this. Turns into a 9/6. And that guy, I mean, that guy's just going to keep going down, but theoretically I just eat his stats, so. This sheep is so good for this fight. Not even funny. Okay, 1 to everything. We're going to take a smacking regardless. So I'm going to put down this, and then we'll... Oh, okay, we have a limited board. Wait, hold on. Can I Legends of Runeterra it, where I get to summon while I'm... Nope. Well, that's a shame. So on top of everything, you're also garbaging up my board. The good news is I have it next turn for sure. Okay. Didn't even technically take damage. Attack first. Cool. Absolutely works for me. Valdrada, the Grand Lich. Kill all creatures and then revive them. Then summon possessed disciples. Tell your board's full. That guy costs 9. If I make it to 9, do I just lose anyways? Profane Jester. Gain a max mana. Hermit. When played as your only creature. Okay, I'm taking the legendary. I'm a sucker for the shiny. Golden. Common. Fading Forest. Dice Game or Lost Dog. Are we choosing perhaps these symbols, are they our next bosses? I'm gonna as much as I love dice, I do love saving dogs more. Timid eyes look up at you. The beast looks desperate and hungry. It's closing the distance. The dog step by step rescue and flee. Excuse me? End of turn. Bites the enemy for 3. Then flees to the back line. On death, forsake me. Oh no, man. Okay, well, I like these fleeing to the back line, which... Okay, what the hell's going on? Decreases by 1 every other turn. If it reaches 10, it bursts and I die. If it reaches 0, I starve and I die. Deal 1 if it kills a creature. I gain 3 life and increase my stomach contents by 1. If stomach contents is less than 3, deal 8 damage with overkill. Knuckle Break. Counterattack, deal 2 to all attackers. What? So, why are you taking 2 right now? Because you have 2 of that. It sort of seems like I need, in order to kill you, I need to feed you 10 minions? Stomach contents 5. Decreases by 1 every other turn. If it reaches 10, it bursts and I die. If it reaches 0, I starve and I die. But if the stomach contents is less than that, overkill. So... We want to give him food. Oh god, the fact that we can't play a second koi is actually annoying. If I attack, then he counterattacks for 2. Oh, there's no... I can't do anything to save you. If I attack, you die from counterattack. If I don't attack, then you die from... Well, no, then you move to the back. Okay, which is better. It's the better of the 2. Because I don't want him forsaken. I don't want him gone. Okay, so now, if we have 3 mana, the best thing for us to do is to actually put down the gargoyle and then the koi and then end turn. Because we want both of these to die. He eats that one. This is interesting. He's at 6, and now he's at 7 out of 10 stomach. Perfect card here for that. Put down the disciple. It's interesting that we're not, like, our goal is not to just kill him normal. Okay, so you're going to die next turn at least. Another one of these is fantastic. Okay, so you theoretically get up to 10 and burst. I don't want it, like, I actually don't want to do this. I don't want to restore you to full health. This is the best way that I can actually do this. Eat that. Oh, you don't burst. No. He's at 9. Okay, so we're going to do this, and then next turn we'll attack with a bolt so that they'll take 2. So it's going to be 2. They heal up to 3. Or, well, one of them. And there's a chance with Infernal Reincarnation. We've got something going there. Okay. So we do want to... nope. We want to attack with these because we want them to be counterattacked. Yeah, we're not doing that because we want to do damage. We're doing that because we want them to die. The thing is, you could probably play this in a way where you kill him. Does this work? Is that enough? You have 9 contents. Is this the turn where yours goes down or no? You're at 10? If it reaches 10, it bursts and I die. I don't really want to kill all creatures because that sounds like that's going to get rid of this forever. I guess I just wait. Yep. Wow. Yeah, it seems like it's kind of got that sort of 8 points destroy an enemy ability. If awakened, create a basic copy when all enemy rage gauges are full and their abilities are active. Draw your highest cost creature, it costs 1 less. There's a real argument for that actually being kind of nice. This is tough. There's no way to skip. Destroying an enemy ability is cool, but costing... No! You dirty... rotten. Absolutely mean. Dirty, rotten, good for nothing, evil son of a so-and-so. Alright, we're gonna at least go back in and see what's up. Choose a gift, Acolyte. Oh. Spiritual Burden. Start combat with Founder's Memorial. 0/1 to neighboring creatures. If it survives on to turn 5, gain 5 beetles. Your units with 7 or more attack gain 3 more. Okay, so I do want to see. We got Lava Smith and the Impling. Impling is just a 3/1. So interesting. We get this for free instead. That's our primary. But our secondary seems to be more important. Because it's giving us these. By the way, it looked like the third faction wasn't available in the demo. That's why I didn't do anything with that. Gives bonus effects every time they stay behind during an attack. Cast Master. What is this again? Oh, this is the Lantern guy. We need to summon lots of creatures. Well, but the thing is, I kind of need you to be here to protect my impling from the prod. So am I getting... I don't get swiped this turn, though. I get swiped next turn, which means the impling would have been better there. Oh, God, it's annoying. You're an annoying little son of a so-and-so. Because that's... Obviously, that could work fine. Swipes coming up next. You have 3. Okay, you have 3. Okay, we actually have a pretty clear play there. Because we have swipe next turn. Okay, which is fine because nobody dies except for the guy who's obviously gonna die. I mean, should I take a hit? I could take a hit and it wouldn't be that big of a deal. Or I could just do the cultist. You know what? I kind of want to see what's up with if I stay back, give attackers +1. That seems worth it, right? We get a little bit of momentum. Neighboring creatures have 1 less attack. That doesn't seem true. Or it does now? Seems like maybe on death they got that effect. Alright, so now we have a little bit of turns to actually build this up. There's nowhere for them to spawn a lantern. Does that mean I get to go ham? This card seems really good. Where are you going to play it, nerd? Where are you going to play it? Ha 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 ha! Just have a full board. That's the hard counter to that. Swarm them. Summon 2 cannon fodder. Okay. I really would say that, like, generally it's a good idea to show with a tooltip what the card is going to be. Even if, you know, yes, even if you can learn what it is, you know what it is, yada, yada, yada. It's good for the first playthrough to have that intel. Okay. Bodied. Get out of here. Get out of here. When I survive damage, I deal damage equal to my attack. Frontline a target creature. Summon a lone ladybug. I'll get the Iron Maiden. Why not? The Fates. Spin. Measure cut. I have such a clear play on curve that I'm wondering if I play my mana koi anyways. I don't get to know what your moves are yet. Spin. Oh, you get them all. Summon length of thread, which is a 0/1 until your board is full. Okay. Kill all length of threads. Each one killed increases measure's counter by 1. Okay. Deal 1 for every 3 tokens on measure. So basically, my goal is to fill up my board. And this is to direct damage or... No, it does do overkill. Okay, so this being here is kind of cracked for us. Oops. Whatever. We'll just get into the habit of doing it. So it fills up my board, kills the things that it fills it up with. And then this gets tokens per. Okay. So is it going to be better to... It's probably better to just do this then? Like, just fill it up with that, and then next turn we'll do the lava maw smith. And theoretically, the best you can do is 1 damage a turn. Did I just absolutely ruin your life? I think I just ruined this guy's life. Because he can't summon, he can't kill any. Summon nothing, kill none. Yes, summon gets nothing. Measure gets nothing. Cut does 1 damage. Wow. And then you know what's even sillier? Summon 2 cannon fodder. Never mind. I thought I could move somebody to the front. I mean, what's sillier is that we just win right there. It's beautiful. One thing I wish I could adjust the audio and the sound effects separately, because the music and the sound of music and sound effects deal 3 damage, 10% of their max life. When I survive damage, summon an Impling. Discard your lowest cost creature and I will gain their stats. That seems incredible. As a 1 cost, that seems really, really good. So is this actually our final fight here that we're going into? It looked like there's 4 fights in the demo, but Lost Dog. I want to do it, but we did also just do it, so fine, I'll do the dice game. The dog also seems really good. A group of nomadic acolytes are playing dice as bets are made. A small pile of golden beetles builds in the center. Anyone can take the pot, but to do so is to exit the game. Few do, as most value the game more than their wealth. Oh. Take $6. Choose a gift, Acolyte. When a creature dies, deal 1 damage to the enemy. Turn starts, add a temporary swallow to your hand. It reads, deal 1. If it kills a creature, gain 3 life. So it looks like that fills up kind of our difficulty. Oh, it's this guy. Is this guy? Uh-oh. It's kind of bad to have this. Oh, well. Should I try and see if I can... No, could I go for a kill? Maybe. Okay, we want you to attack back. So when you die, this maybe dies as well. Boop. Yeah. I mean, this fight, is it strategic? Absolutely, but as of right now, it's kind of just like... Okay. Oh, wait, he still had the 2 health. Interesting. Very interesting. I mean, yeah, the whole strategy of this fight is just let your stuff die. I bet there would be, like, should be or maybe could be or would be, like, an achievement for killing this with low stomach contents or whatever the hell. Summon 2 cannon fodder. I don't know, dude. 2-1. 2-1 charge frontline. I mean, I'll just say thank you. It's weird. It's a weird fight because it does specifically just hard counter one type of deck. Like, which would be just big, large deck. Lava Moss Smith, we can attack once. And then we'll be good. We don't have a good play on this. We don't really want anyone with 2 health. 2 health is the worst. 3 is fine because we can attack once and then we'll get them where they need to go. But the thing is, this is for this deck, and like I would imagine most starting decks that the game gives you, this fight isn't anything. It's not hard. Okay. Whatever. We should be good on that. So this should fill you up, and then we just win this fight. Which is, it's a funny fight to end on. I'm sure there's more in the demo, too, because it looked like we got different ones early. But they're at 10. Goodbye. Wither away, nerd. It's a very cool concept. I did just want to get through it to see another set of new cards. If it stays behind during an attack, gain 3 shield. That's so good! Brain Drinker. When you reduce my mana cost, do it with 3 times effect. Gains more attack depending on the max life of the enemy. That seems really good if you have a kind of like a synergy to go with it. Play, I turn to stone and can't attack. Surely there is something to do with that. But hey, unfortunately, it is a very small demo. God, I wish there was just one more fight in there. Even just like, I know that there are other fights that it looks like we can do. So I wish we could just do those at the very least, right? Sylvan's locked in the demo. This game is so cool, though. It's genuinely doing something new in the deck builder space while not being wildly, like, off the rails different. But it is definitely different enough to justify its existence, which, you know, I'd say like a lot of deck builders you can't say that for. I think going for the boss rush style approach and then having all of the enemies they spawn and everything more or less be things that you have to deal with on your board, I think is very, very cool. I think that they have their own unique attacks. It really does feel like you are fighting these big, grandiose creatures instead of going through a dungeon of rats. You know, I really like that. How you have fewer, more epic fights. I think that that's a really, really fun take. I like this a lot. Go check out the demo on Steam. Link in the top description. My name is Retromation, covering any games every single day with an extra specialty in roguelikes and roguelites. If that is something you are into, this is a channel that you should most definitely be subscribed to. Thank you, and I will see you next time. Bye.